So now the billionaire Mark Cuban telling businesses to go ahead and go woke and even turn a profit. Despite the billion-dollar losses facing Target and Bud Light, the Shark Tank star is saying there is a reason almost all the 10 market cap companies in the U.S. can be considered woke. It's good business, end quote. But is it? Comedian Tom Shillue, podcast host Kennedy, hello to both of you.
Hi.
He said more, but let me get your thoughts first. Tommy, I'll start with you, and then
Mark Cuban is, I mean, he's a smart guy. He's right sometimes, he's wrong other times, but he speaks with confidence. No matter what he's saying, he always acts like he knows what he's talking about. I think he knows, though. I mean, he has stadiums, right? He knows that Bud Light is not selling. And when you talk about the top 10 companies, just look at what's he talking about. Berkshire Hathaway, it's not even a real, it's an idea more than a company. You know, it's a bunch of different brands, so it doesn't have to worry about its brand in that way. Meta. Certain companies, you're going to give Meta a break if they're doing woke stuff, but America's heartland companies, no, it hurts the brand, and he knows it does.
Right.
So, all right, speaking of hurt, here's what you got. Anheuser-Busch, loss of $20 billion in market cap since the 1st of April, and Target loss of $7.5 billion since the Pride collection was dropped on the 24th of May. Kennedy, go.
Well, Mark Cuban says it's not about individual investors, you know, divesting from the stock, and you don't really have to pay attention to market cap. No, it's about individual consumers no longer going to those places or buying Bud Light. And you're seeing that everywhere. Like there are pictures all over Instagram and Twitter of, you know, cases of Bud Light, and they're doing whatever they can to try and sell it. But and maybe it's just some short-term pain, but it really goes to show you have to have better intuition when it comes to your customers. And you can't just do a 180, leave your customers in the dust and hope that they follow you.
But what he said is that most CEOs have enough experience to know, wait out the news cycle until they get to the next one.
Well, maybe stop waiting it out and stop choking on your own hubris, because you are violating the trust you have with your customers. And they're not just going to go back to drinking Bud Light because they did before. People have a proliferation of choices now, and they feel like they're being told what to do and what to think, so they're going to think and buy for themselves. And yes, it will hurt these companies in the long run.
And also, maybe there was a tipping point, right? On the Bud Light thing, it was just like, you know what? Now we've had it.
Yeah.
And then you start to see, and then as a business person, you might look at this and go, you know what? Maybe we got to back off a little bit.
And somebody looked at all the shareholder meetings that they have, and they're on the phones and everything else. They did the transcripts, and they found out that this year, the talk of ESG and green energy and all this is way down.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had a commencement address. I think it was it?
Community College.
About 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, about the first part of June.
Community College here.
So there was another one that happened in California, okay? So this is Jana Abu Laban, I believe. Her commencement address went like this, talking about Israel and the Palestinian cause.
I gift my graduation to all Palestinians who have lost their lives and those who continue to lose their lives every day due to the oppressive apartheid state of Israel, killing and torturing Palestinians as we speak.
I don't know if there were boo birds in that crowd, but I did see some applause, Kennedy.
It was barely a smattering. You know, I am the product of the California Community College system. It typically is wonderful, but obviously this is a student who went unchallenged and was essentially further radicalized here, and that's what's happening in academia. It is leading to a very virulent strain of anti-Semitism, and we have to be careful as a society not to indulge people without some pushback and some truth. What she is spewing, that is one-sided. It is incredibly radical, and it is not the truth. And the product of that is
so that was Torrance, California, El Camino Community College. I want to get that in.
The thing is, this is a theme, right? The question about the Palestinians, the Israelis, it comes back and round over and over again. And when you even have pushback from Jewish groups who will say, that's a trope, that's not true, it doesn't seem to penetrate, and it almost seems like it's getting to be more widespread. And especially at these universities or at these community colleges, they want this kind of content.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely more mainstream. When I was in college in the late 80s, there was all this kind of talk, but it was mostly in the corner of the cafe with the radical students. And then it got bigger and bigger, and now it's very mainstream. Although this girl that spoke, she was fairly she talked like Jimmy Carter does. I mean, he had a book calling Israel an apartheid state. She kind of stuck to the Israel thing. And so I think if you refute them if you just look at the numbers and you say, this is what's happening in Israel, and don't treat everything like, oh, she's coming out with an anti-Semitic attack, just refute her on policy.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to handle it.
Okay.
Graduation season always gives us something to talk about.
Amen.
You got a graduate?
Yes, she's hopefully not going to be delivering an address like that at her high school.
We'll see.
Kennedy, Tom, always good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.